Cancer gang, welcome to my channel, Tarot by the Intuitive Teacup. It's me, Annie, your tarot reader. Let's do some bonus messages, yeah? I posted recently your October monthly. Thank you for always showing up for me. My Cancers, as well as cross watchers, are loyal as you know what. So I appreciate you guys. These messages are not necessarily related to what was in your October monthly, though do check that out if you're interested. Not geared towards specifically romance or career, but I have a feeling those messages will make themselves known. So yeah, this is kind of free form. I'm just throwing some bonus messages at you because I love my Cancer gang. Who doesn't, right? As always, general messages, guys, here on YouTube. Like, share, subscribe wherever you can. Come into the readings with an open heart, an open mind. If anything feels strange or foreign, please don't take away those messages. Don't take action on them. Give yourself the luxury of time. Allow yourself to digest the messages. They may come around for you in the future and make more sense. But yeah, that being said, ooh, I knew this was going to be a love reading, Cancer. I felt it. I feel it currently. Libra season, am I right? It is my goal, it's my aim, it is my intention that many of these messages, or at least pieces and parts of them, will resonate with the majority of my Cancer gang out there. So that is my hope. Yeah, let's do it. Everything else down in the box below, the decks I'm using, how to book a personal, yeah, all that. All right, so there's a little bit of conflict with the lovers, or it could be internal conflict, Cancer. If you may have met someone, and you know, it's so funny, I just heard a reading about this today. I have to shout her out, actually, in case I haven't done it enough. Sweet Miss D, what is her name? Queen Cup Tarot. I believe she is, I believe she has very strong Cancer in her chart. I know she resonates with many signs. I want to say she's like Cancer and Aries, so maybe her moon or something. Fantastic reader. Tough love messages. She's not there to bullshit you, but I personally love that as a reader, or as a viewer, rather. So anyway, she gave a Cancer reading today, and I was listening to it, and it was actually a very similar message to this. It's like, this is bliss, this is joy, this is happiness, and yet for a lot of you, Cancer, it feels like internal conflict. Like, look at this Lover's card. It's just so cute. It's so adorable. He's reaching his hand out and she's there, but is she really there? Like, she's there physically, her body's there, but is her mind there? Is her mind elsewhere? Male or female, Cancer, it doesn't matter. What I'm saying is I think a lot of you definitely have a hesitation about this, so let's dig deeper. I don't know why, I feel like it's actually a similar message that came out. You know, there's a reason why I heard that this morning, so. And I will timestamp messages down below if I remember. I'm going to do multiple messages, Cancer, so hang out. If this one isn't yours, the next one might be. 9 of Pentacles. Okay, so someone is not willing to give up, or I'm sorry, questioning whether it's the right time to give up being single. It could be, Cancer, that you're really thriving in your career right now and you're finding like yourself too busy to date, or potentially you just don't have enough energy or time at the end of the day where you feel like you're able to invest enough in this relationship. Give me one more on this 5 of Wands, please. Okay, I can already see where this is heading. And it might be that you're holding feelings in your heart for someone else other than the one who's making the offer. Yeah, I don't know if, hold on, before I speak too soon. Give me, So the person making the gesture has a lot of 4s, clarifying it. 4s are good, 4s are okay. 4s are the comfort zone, the safety zone. Now, Cancer, knowing you, I have a feeling stability, right, is important to you in relationships. But in terms of like the romantic spark and passion, I'm not sure if it's there. I'm sort of being called to say that on paper, this person looks good. On paper, they check off all the boxes. You know, whatever. And I'm throwing these out randomly. These may or may not apply, but you know, they have a job. They have their own place. They don't live with their mother. You know, whatever your list is, right? And it's going to differ for different people. I'm not judging anybody per se on those qualifications. But on paper, this person checks off all the boxes, and yet there's a heaviness tied to this. For some of you, it has to do with the timing at which this offer came in. It's almost like on another day, in another lifetime, or however you want to phrase it, it's like you would have accepted it, but right now it's giving you pause. I do like this person's energy. It could be that it feels too safe. It feels not adventurous enough. It feels not, and I don't really know why. I'm not getting tons of specifics. Let me throw one more on this, but it's also being connected with the Ten of Wands, which talks about burden, needing to wrap out a cycle and end it. So this, if you are currently with someone, Cancer, and that's what this is describing, your current lover or your current partner, it could be that it's ending because you guys have plateaued and it just doesn't seem to be getting better, in which case this would indicate like you're wanting to let it go. You're wanting to release it. Now, for others of you, as I said, it feels like you're keeping this person warm, but while you're sort of toying with the idea, flirting with the idea of a union with this person, who could be a Gemini, by the way, it doesn't have to be, you are also having complicated feelings about a fire sign. So here's the thing. I'm going to say this. Your relationship with this fire sign is impacting your romantic life, but I want to be clear, this fire sign doesn't have to be a romantic suitor. This fire sign could be your best friend. This fire sign could be your father or your mother or your child. Do you understand what I mean? There's complications with a fire sign in your life that is somehow impacting this sort of do I or don't I of a relationship. I have to be honest though, it feels like a lot of my Cancers are, I'm going to say technically single. Interpret that as you will. So maybe you have a person, but you don't really consider yourself with them. Yeah, Five of Swords. It's complicated because you find yourself looking to the past. So for others of you, this, I'm just going to call a spade. There's absolutely a fire sign that you're still holding out hope for. And so that's why you're struggling to find any new love or relationship, is because the one you're hoping for hasn't come in or hasn't made an offer. And I do think it's someone from your past who you had a troubled, if not complicated, relationship with. So let's talk about that for my Cancers who resonate with that. And then we will do a new message, guys, I promise. I just want to get everything I can out of this one. So 8 of Pentacles in reverse. I called this, I don't know if it was your reading. In someone else's reading, I called the 8 of Pentacles the unsung hero of the tarot. Love this card. I think it works in so many ways, so many levels. It is in reverse. So again, reversals in tarot, not my favorite thing to read because there's so many options of what this could be. The energy is here, the eight of Pentacles, meaning it could work. It's the artisan, it's the apprenticeship, it's becoming the master of your craft, perfecting, fine-tuning your skills. You're there, you're doing it, you're showing up. It's about identifying with the work at hand. You're putting your all into it because you enjoy it, because you see long-term potential in this. Is this someone who changed their mind about long-term potential? Is this a fire sign who maybe quit on you or changed their mind about you, Cancer? Or is this saying the energy of it is here, where in which case, like, it could work, but it's not quite, the pieces haven't fallen together where it's upright yet, right? Yeah, I mean, yeah, okay. So these two cards are wanting to be seen. Bottom of your deck is 8 of Cups. Someone who walked away because they changed how they felt. Also the master, I call it the master trickster. The magician, someone who plays some head games, and that's exactly what this is. I am not shaming this fire sign. There's different degrees of what this person did. And again, I just read a quote probably an hour ago that said, no one ever does anything to you, Cancer. I know it feels like that. That's how our brain naturally interprets it. No one ever sets out to do something, right? In terms of like heartbreak and hurting you, right? They do things for themselves. They do things because they have a certain goal in mind, right? And usually that goal is I want to be with Cancer or I don't. But it rarely is like I'm trying to make Cancer feel like shit, right? Sometimes you are unfortunately the roadkill in other people's, path in life, and that sucks. But here at the Intuitive Teacup, I do positive readings. So I would say we've all been roadkill on somebody's spiritual journey, and it is up to us individually to raise our vibration and recognize, shit, that sucked. It hurt, but why? What is it about me that allowed that to hurt me? Where am I struggling? Where am I codependent? Where do I feel like I'm lacking love or I don't deserve love? Where am I giving myself away for free? Where am I not valuing myself, right? You can choose to be the victim. You can choose to stay hurt or feeling rejected or bitter, resentment, right? But ultimately, it doesn't help you. What do those feelings do for us? They make us feel like shit, and then we just, complacency. So to me, it's worth examining this relationship as, yes, it's unfortunate that I felt the pain and heartbreak, but thank goodness I did, because I came out on the other end and I learned lessons about it. And now look at me. I'm Nine of Pentacles, bitches. Like, I'm thriving. I'm loving my life. And like, whether I have a romantic partner or not, this is me. This is me doing my stuff and like doing it well, exponentially well, right? This is, I feel, where most of my cancers are at now. And so love comes knocking. That's what I think this is. But either this person just doesn't do it for you, in which case I am asking you, Cancer, why are they showing up in your love spread then? What is it the universe is trying to get you to see about this? Is it, and I'm trying to phrase this carefully, but I heard the word superficial, so hang with me. Is there something very desirable physically about this King of Wands, but when it comes right down to it, maybe they can't provide you what you really need? Maybe it's, yes, it's alluring and it's beautiful, but could it actually work? I think the universe is asking you, what do you think, Cancer? What do you know practically? Where's the proof? Where's the evidence? Where can you reach out and touch and know that this King of Wands is worth holding on to or waiting for? I'm going to pull more cards on it, okay? Chill. But just consider that, right? I think for a lot of you, this is someone, this could even be like someone you put in the friend zone, someone who's been in your life a while, and you're like, they're nice, but that's exactly what this feels like. They're nice, but I think for some of you, right? Everybody has free will, Cancer. You should and are going to do exactly what you want, but doing the same thing over and over and over again and investing love in people who maybe aren't the most dependable, it's burned you before, hasn't it, right? Fire sign or whoever it's been, right? I think there is something solid and very stable about this person. It might just not have that instant magnetic chemistry that you felt with the King of Wands. So I guess my suggestion to you, again, free will, maybe give this one last look over, one last look-see, because there might be something more to this that the universe is trying to get you to see. And when I say that, I mean there absolutely is, or they wouldn't be showing up in your spread, right? If this was just we went on a date, there was no chemistry, bada bing, bada boom, it's over, they wouldn't be showing up in your tarot spread. You know, like, universe gets that people date and some people come and go and this and that. There's something more to be discovered here. So I'm going to do both. I think this is the main message coming through. Do I want to use this deck? No, I want to use Rider Waite. Okay. What is this burden? What the hell is this about? What is burdensome about? I just keep hearing you think that they're dull. You think they're a little bit boring. The fours, it's average. It's the comfort zone. It's the cozy pair of slippers, but it's not the sexy high heels. Knight of Cups, they like you. It could be a water sign, a Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, or again, a Gemini. It might be a Gemini, Cancer, Cusper. They have a cup of love to offer, but so what is the deal then? Why is this burdensome? Because you would have to walk away from something else, and you might not be ready to do that yet. Spirit is shining a light on the Queen of Cups. So that is your card, Cancer. Spirit is shining a light on you, but they may also be shining a spotlight on, I'm going to say, the water sign, the Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, who's closed her cup off, who's shut her heart off. Again, even my male Cancers out there. This may have to do with a Virgo as well. This is a spirit guide. A lot of you have a spirit guide that is a Virgo as well. Someone who's no longer in the 3D, you know, a guardian angel, if you will, watching over, and it feels like they're shining a light on this person who you've written off. This person may be a healer, like a natural empath or intuitive, like or work in a healing profession. This person is very emotionally stable, which is exactly what my Cancers need. Yeah, there's a tower though. What the fuck? Cancer, this is getting weird. Walking right into a tower. Okay, some of you are afraid to love again. I think that's what this is. The anticipation of moving forward in love scares you because you've been hurt before, and so yeah, there's something about like it's good. And again, they check the boxes. There's something else that's holding you back, Cancer, and I'm having trouble grasping exactly what it is. And I guess, you know, general readings, right? The details will slightly differ for people, but You're trying to avoid your life being in disarray by rushing into or getting into a romantic partnership too soon. There's no wands here, really. Like what you're getting into, it's earth energy, so it will grow organically and develop slowly. All right, I know you guys are waiting for this King of Wands. Tell me about this King of Wands. This is like the other energy. And again, it doesn't have to be a romantic energy, but this King of Wands is interfering with this relationship. This could be your boss, Cancer. Absolutely. Wands can represent our career. It could be that your boss is having you do extra time, asking for extra time from you, in which case you can't put enough into this relationship. Careful that you don't block your blessings. This feels like something has almost been delivered like to your door. Maybe literally, maybe some of you got a package from this person. They sent you like flowers or I don't know, something like that. I don't know. Anyway, there may be a reconciliation or a judgment call with a Sagittarius fire sign. That could be your fire sign, right? Could be a female as well. Judgment with the fire sign. Tell me more about that. What's the deal? Strength. Okay, 8 of Pentacles in the upright and strength. So that to me says that there is potential for this to come back around and work. And I am sort of being called to say correctly this time. I hope that makes sense to you, Cancer. I'm never one to paint false hope. I can only read what the cards are showing me. But yeah, so I just felt like doing this reading for you, Cancer. Something about it felt very optimistic and hopeful. So that's why I was sort of getting caught up on why are we getting all these 4s and this like, I don't know, and like the Tower. And some of you are just afraid to love again. And so you don't need to be afraid to love again. You need to honor the lessons that you've learned in the past and go about things differently. Love in a different way. Choose romantic partners who treat you better, or pay attention to the red flags this time, right? If you are willing to sweep them under the rug or constantly give someone the benefit of the doubt, you need to show up to a relationship and be smarter, but that doesn't mean you need to run from love. Your King of Wands, too, might be very preoccupied with their job right now. Okay, absolutely. I was about to say, I can't explain to you why this feels like someone from the past, other than it feels like a distraction from the relationship that it's here, it's right here, and it's ready, and we're good to go, only Cancer has reservations. When I asked why, it was because the King of Wands. So again, a fire sign kind of implementing themselves in this. Yes, and then 6 of Cups says to me because it was a past soulmate. Now, it could have been a soulmate in another lifetime, right? But I think a lot of you are holding out for a King of Wands, and I mean, yeah, that's frequently get that in tarot readings, right? So tell me about, I love 6 of Cups. It's one of my favorite cards. Tell me about the 6 of Cups, please. Soulmates of the past. 10 of Pentacles. Okay. For some of you, this person wasn't available at the time because they were married. This is a card of long-term, generational, yes, wealth and money, but ultimately, when we look at the pieces and parts, it's the union, it's the joining of a couple and having babies and the grandparents, the great-grandparents, the children, the whole family, right? Even the dogs in the typical 10 of Pentacles represent loyalty, right? It could have been someone you were married to in the past. I mean, I don't think this is most of you out there, but oh, okay, this makes sense to me. Or you could be married to a fire sign, Cancer, in which case it's temptation, right? The Lovers, this is the same couple in the Lovers is shown in the Devil card, which is frequently called temptation. In fact, I think in this deck it might be, but don't quote me on that. Anyway, you might be married, Cancer, possibly to a fire king, in which case when this romantic partner, maybe a Gemini, comes forward, it's like, gosh, I really want to, but I should probably get that divorce settled first. Do you know what I mean? Now, for others of you, you know, there's not a lot of mystery here. You'll know if you're married or not, Cancer. So if that's not the case, even if this fire sign wasn't married, it could represent the fact that they were either not willing to sacrifice their work in order to be in this relationship, they were too committed to money, to their career, to their job, or they were otherwise committed in like a very long-term partnership, a long-term relationship. It could have been a Scorpio as well. Give me more on this. So like, I never tell people to wait, right? At least passively wait. Just hope it shows up on your doorstep. You know, could a miracle occur? Sure, that could happen. But generally speaking, I'm a big proponent of, active waiting, right? You can keep that in the back of your mind, but you should still go out and live your best life. Put your best foot forward. Date around, right? It's not worth sacrificing your romantic life hoping someone comes around. I just want to put a plug in for that. That being said, I don't know why I have good vibes about this. So tell me more about this fire sign if Cancer's waiting on a fire sign. What do they need to know about this? Justice, Libra season. All right. So some of you may be hearing from, and now it could be a Libra. Karmic justice, the scales balancing in your favor. Something about this situation with the fire sign, if it is impeding your ability for this other romantic prospect to pan out, something about this works out in your favor, Cancer. And I am being called to say it specifically like that because, again, it's going to differ for you guys, but it's a positive result. For some of you, the divorce gets settled. For others of you, I mean, the King of Wands is the wand is a master communicator, right? Potential for growth. Maybe they get relieved of their job, but, flip side, silver lining for you, they have more time to put into a relationship. So it could be a contract of marriage, something involving a contract of marriage as the High Priest comes out. Beautiful. Marriage with... Some of you have a Capricorn interested in you. Now, this kind of flew out on your other person. You may have a Capricorn making more committed offers, especially if you're just dating one casually. There may be a Capricorn who's wanting to put a ring on it, or vice versa. It's not a gender thing, but yeah, a Capricorn who's very serious and very committed in love. In which case, earmuffs to my Capricorns, that would sort of make sense to me about the idea of they're nice, but they're kind of dull. Capricorns are beasts at making money, but sometimes they tend to shy away from opportunities that it's just for fun. You don't often hear Capricorn saying, well, just because it's just for fun. It's no, they approach things very practically. What purpose does it serve, right? And so in which case, it's not to say you should throw this out. It's sort of saying, not the lesser of evils. I don't get a bad vibe from your person. There's hesitancy on your part, but it seems like you have a person who's really interested in you to the point where they're talking about serious, committed relationships. But I want to be clear, it flew out on this second person. I sort of want to say a Gemini, too, for a lot of you. There's definitely a fire sign here. There's that devil. Okay, Capricorn is here, and again, marriage and commitment with a Capricorn. Now, again, Cancer, if you're married to one, maybe you're thinking of swaying the other way to go towards your fire sign, whatever. Vice versa, the energies here are sort of at play. But, and then the Three of Swords. What's the deal with the Three of Swords, please? Six of Swords. Someone who moved on. Some of you may have had a Sagittarius that moved on, but again, there's that strength card. They're a soulmate. There's strength and possible reciprocity with a Sagittarius. There's soulmate energy there. Your Sagittarius might be single now, especially if they were married or in a committed relationship. That relationship may have broken down. Yeah, I keep seeing the Hermit, which to me, yes, is a card of Virgo as well. But also a card of singlehood, and the Sagittarius card, or a Leo for that matter. Yeah, Leo always shows up in my Cancer spreads. Yeah. This isn't done. This isn't over. This was a karmic union. There's something more to be learned or gained from this. Here I said I was going to do multiple messages. All right, we're going to switch decks. Again, Judgment, someone from the past. Judgment and Six of Cups have come up several times. And then this Hermit. I'm just going to leave it out because this Hermit wants to be seen. Tell me about the Virgo. A Judgment with the Virgo. It might be put to an end, though. So any of you who are currently with a Virgo, yeah, a lot of you are going to end it and move towards someone new. Two of Cups, you're going to start dating again. There might be a Virgo or a Scorpio on the horizon in the romantic prospects if you are single and looking or moving away and looking. Yeah. And there's also could also be a new Sagittarius if it's not an old one. So some of you may be going from a fire sign to a new fire sign, right? All right, tell me more about this this fire sign here, this King of Wands. A soulmate of the past who may have been married or may have had a contract that they were committing themselves to, which seems to be hindering Cancer's ability to move forward in other relationships. Like, what can we tell Cancer about this? Four of Wands. What? Soulmate energy, weddings, wish fulfillment, and the Empress. Cancer. Cancer. Justice again. Justice is a card of Libra. It could certainly be a Libra, guys. I have to be honest. I have no swords here. Other than the Three of Swords, which I do think happened in the past. I think something transpired where you're still holding on to the mental energy or the baggage. It also quite simply is a card of healing. It indicates a heart that needs to be healed. It's not always, oh my God, you know, I'm dying, I'm heartbroken. You know, sometimes it's just like, yeah, you gotta raise your vibe. You're a little bit down and out, you know, rain clouds above, right? Anyway, that kept falling out over this new romantic prospect where, again, like, or maybe it's not new. Maybe you've been dating, but whatever. The person who wants to take it to the next level and you're just like, no, I don't want to, but I don't know how to tell you this or say that. I feel like I'm freaking out the cross watchers right now. So you have Justice multiple times. Come on with these. Look, the Four of Wands, soulmate energy, the wish fulfillment, Nine of Cups, and the Empress, someone who's going to treat you right. I have to give Molly, my friend Molly, a shout out. Behind the Limb, one of my favorite tarot readers. Check out her channel, subscribe to her channel. Scorpio, badass, love her. She just gave me this deck. It's Philly Tarot. It's all like Philadelphia themed, and it's just adorable. It's the first time I'm using it, so on my channel anyway. But shout out to Molly. Anyway, this looks really good, Cancer. Unless your person is married, in which case that's why all these marriage cards are coming up. You might also be married, Cancer. A lot of you, I see you breaking some sort of commitment if you are in one to go towards something else. And this could also go vice versa. If someone is in a commitment, well, hold on. So if this King of Wands, male or female, if this, I'm going to say fire sign, if this Aries, Leo, Sag is already married, their cards are incredible. So I almost want to say if they're already married and there's no sign of trouble or divorce, it's because they found their soulmate, especially if they're with a Libra or a Taurus. Yeah, especially a Libra. So then is the prospects of Cancer, like where does this fire sign stand with Cancer in terms of reunions, or they're still thinking about it? Yeah, they haven't made the decision. They're trying to understand how they could communicate this. Both these cards are cards of indecision, but I will say, like, the way the door is opening to this for me as a reader, there's the potential for this to, again, positive results, the scales to weigh in your favor. There's a reason why those messages are coming up. Okay, this is important. Something in this fire sign's life, excluding you, this has nothing to do with you, Cancer. Something in this fire sign's life needs to transform in order for them to make room for you. So again, that may mean pull back from the career, or get the divorce, or I don't know what it is. Something needs to change that has nothing to do with you. You can't fix this problem, Cancer, and I know that frustrates you. But again, you have to like give it to God, allow the divine to step in and orchestrate this, where if this person is supposed to come back into your life, and again, I'm going to do, and sorry, I should finish my sentences. I do that a lot. If this person is meant to come back in your life, you have to have faith that it will happen. It's not a missed opportunity as long as you're showing up and doing the work, right? I'm going to say the same thing I said to you about this person who maybe you're with, but you're just not feeling it or you're not vibing it. Okay, why are they showing up in your spread then? I'm going to say the same thing about this. Okay, so if this person is married and off limits, aside from offering you confirmation, hey, that person who's married, they're off limits, so don't focus on it. I just feel like it's giving us so much that they're trying to get you to see something here, Cancer. something needs to be sacrificed in order for them to make room for this in their life. And for a lot of them, they have to make the choice between leaving who they're with and moving towards you. And I think they're headed into this conflict. They're headed into this mess. And this was kind of, I say that gently, this was clarifying you, Cancer. This was clarifying you not knowing if you were willing to commit to this person. I have a hunch about this, Cancer, that this person might reach out to you. Page of Swords, excellent communicator. Again, not someone brand new, someone who you've maybe been around the block with. This person is making the decision to move forward into the conflict. So if they're happily married, they're not moving in it with you. And because this has Judgment and Six of Cups and, again, potentially someone who maybe you experienced some trouble or some chaos within the past, rightfully so, they're like, oh my God, do I really want to get back into this with Cancer? Because it's a lot. It's a little bit messy. We got a lot of like damages to repair here. I think a lot of you might hear from them. They're headed into the Five of Wands, which is where you stand right now. Eight of Cups, walking away, and then there's a victory. Yeah, I like this, especially with your Leo. A lot of you are going to hear from the Leo from your past. It could be a fire sign. A lot of you are going to need to decide between a Leo and a Gemini. That's been all over this reading. Because there's multiple offers being made to you. There's the new one and the one that comes back around from your past. And flat out, Cancer, you don't have to take this person back. Some of you definitely don't want to because they hurt you so bad, in which case, I applaud you for standing your ground, right? For valuing yourself, right? Some of you, depending on the details of how complicated this was, it may have just been I was in love with them, but they were engaged when I met them, in which case, yeah, it was complicated. But anyway, don't let the devil win. Don't let this make your life crazy and chaotic and a living hell. It's just not worth it. I'm being called to say it's going to work out fine. And I know that sounds like a cop-out, but it is. Sagittarius keeps coming up in this too. I've seen the Temperance card like 4 times now, as well as Strength. So I'll be honest, it could absolutely be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. I haven't seen any card of Aries coming through. Well, unless you consider the Fool an Aries card, which, it's the beginning of the zodiac. Maybe. I don't like this. And this is what this issue is causing you. It's adding stress to your life, Cancer. So don't allow it to. You've come so fucking far, Cancer. If you're appearing as 9 of Pentacles, that's Venus and Virgo, enjoying the abundance of the life you've created for yourself. Look at it as like a test from the universe. You can look back and see where you started and just how far you've come. And ultimately, you have to listen to your intuition. You have to listen to your heart. You have to look at what is going to serve you best. This is not everybody's story, but for some of you, this person resurfacing, it's temptation. It's the devil. Did you learn the karmic lesson the first time, or are you going to let this person back in? Right? For others of you, it's saying living in a state of lack of, oh, I'm never going to find someone like, that person who stole my heart or this and that. And again, state of lack, lower vibration, it doesn't serve you. That's fear. The devil is keeping you stuck in fear. I'm being called to say, you need to keep momentum in your life going. It feels like a lot of my Cancers, if you're not currently doing this, you're kicking ass career-wise. Keep focusing on that because you're seeing the reward. If both of these relationships are kind of leaving you at I don't know, that's a sign that you can't be over investing energy into them because it's weighing you down. 10 of Wands, right? Love relationships are supposed to move forward. They're supposed to lift you up, right? I'm not going to say they're easy. Love relationships are not easy, but when you're just getting something going, usually, it's supposed to feel like choirs of angels singing. And if it's not, then that's kind of a sign too. Here's the thing. I definitely sense 2 totally different vibes. Vibe over here. Again, the universe wants you to see something about this. If you're married to this person, it feels like the relationship is dull and it's lacking passion, and someone's getting cold feet about further commitment. Um, if you're not married to this person, it seems like you might be to the point where you're stringing someone along, dating them, but you know deep down that you don't want to marry them because you're still in love with someone else from your past. Especially if you're married to a Capricorn, because these came out together. And I love me my Capricorns. I'm just saying this could indicate there's a Capricorn that's keeping you really stuck in your head. It could be a Capricorn of the past. You know, it doesn't have to be a King of Wands who's coming back. Though for a lot of you Cancers, this is this might be a Sag Cap cusper. That might be why we saw Temperance so much too. And I was feeling this card. I was waiting for it to come out, the Devil. We saw it earlier too, but you've done a lot of growing and learning on your own. You learned to stand on your own 2 feet. Even in a relationship, if it was lacking love, more or less, you may have been in a relationship but felt single and you don't realize it, but that in itself was a gift because you learned so much about yourself. You're letting the old version of you die out, and this feels like either love reinvigorated or ending something that is loveless, passionless, and starting new, starting fresh, starting hopeful and optimistic. I get it, Cancer. I hope this person comes back and makes all your wishes come true. But even if they don't, you should still be making all your wishes come true on your own, right? I mean, these are very positive cards. You have wish fulfillment. You have soulmates. You have 10 of cups. You have 6 of cups. Maybe this came in reverse because it's saying the potential for this to work is here or coming in, but it's not quite here yet. A few more pieces and parts need to be shuffled around and, universe's master plan to get this to where it needs to be. And here's the thing. I think it's out of your control, Cancer. This person kind of has to come to terms with whatever it is that they want to do in their life and then take action on that communication. I don't think there's all that much you can do. It's kind of leaving it up to the fate, or to the hand of God, or to fate, to destiny. Whatever you're heading into, though, I would head into it very optimistically because it seems like there's victory, there's triumph, there's a newfound sense of worth. Oh, I have to be honest, a lot of you, it seems like you're leaving an earth sign behind, a long overdue ending with an earth sign, potentially a male earth sign, a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And you're thinking about moving forward. It could be with another earth sign. But again, someone is delaying long-term commitment. The 10 of Cups and the Hierophant are here, but they're blocked right now. So this happily ever after, again, the energy is here, but it's not here yet because someone still has some thinking to do about if they're going to come in and make an offer, like a long-term committed offer. A lot of earth energy. You do have a divine pairing here, though, so especially my Cancers who strongly resonate with earth in their chart, right? Moons, rising signs. There's a divine pairing in earth, but some of you, again, like the divine pairing, Queen and King of Pentacles, there might be a divorce there, in which case it seems like if this is male-female relationship, and it doesn't have to be, kind of seems like the male earth sign may be getting nixed. They may be, being, I don't want to say tossed out, but I mean, that doesn't bode too well. Anyway, Cancer, I said I was going to do multiple messages. I feel like I can't. All right, one quick one. I totally deceived you at the beginning. I'm like, I'll do multiple messages. This is what happens. I get so invested in your messages, Cancer. All right. We'll do a couple quick ones. Real quick for Cancer. I knew it was going to be love, though. Yeah. I just knew it. Career and finances kind of looked like they're kicking ass, too, but... And do remember, everything I just said, you could potentially view it through the lens of your career, right? Especially if it has to do with different job offers, returning to a job of the past, right? In fact, you may want to rewatch it and think about career as I'm saying it, because that might make a lot of sense to some of you. Page of Wands, 2 of Cups, and, 7 of Swords. Hope. Hope and reflection. Absence makes the heart grow fonder, especially with your fire sign. Or again, another Cancer, maybe an Aquarius. After some time apart, I think there's going to be more communication of, yeah, I missed you. Yeah, I missed you too. Let's try it again. It's not to say anyone is completely innocent here. It seems like both parties may have been responsible for a little bit of struggle or frustration. But yeah, someone is writing out their thoughts or writing in their journal, writing in their diary, trying to figure out how to fix what went wrong. Now, this could also have to do with reviving a relationship you're currently with. If there is love there, and I think for some of you there is, it's just a matter of pushing past the obstacles and reinvigorating the fun. Page of Wands, finding the excitement again. Yeah, it almost seems like things got more stressful when you started adding more titles to things, more commitments, signing the lease or signing a lease or, signing on the dotted line, whether that's a marriage contract or buying a new home or buying some sort of expensive item. Someone got cold feet because like, oh shit, like we're in this for real now. Like this is adult stuff. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, especially the idea of buying a house. I'm sort of getting Bridezilla vibes too, discussions of marriage. Something may have took a turn where it got too real and somebody dipped out. And I mean, I don't love that, Cancer, but it seems like if there is love there and both of you are determined to work it out, there is the potential of that working. But flat out, Cancer, a lot of you have fallen out of love with someone and you don't know how to tell them. And again, you may get multiple communications almost at the same time from two different people, and that's why you're like, Libra season. Making decisions with truth and justice and fairness. Six of Cups. All right. Knight of Wands. Sagittarius energy. Could be Aries or Leo. Five of Cups. Yeah, someone left. You guys had like a player or a Sagittarius that dipped because they were too afraid of commitment. That's you, though. Ace of Wands and Three of Cups. Yeah, and Queen of Cups. So let me just paint the picture. You met, you fell in love. Instantly, you were soulmates. Or maybe you grew up with this person. They were your forever crush. Then they got antsy or they got cold feet and they're like, sorry, I don't know if I can do this anymore. And it broke your heart, I assume, right, Cancer? Maybe this was you. Switch the people if you want. Ace of Wands is like, but let's reinvigorate this because, wow, you're my person. Queen of Wands, or Queen of Cups, rather. Cancer, yes. Thank you. Please and thank you. Let's reunite. Let's celebrate. Also, get that third-party bitch out of here. Like, so what's the deal? If this is a third-party scenario, what can we tell Cancer? It could also be with another water sign, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, or a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. In fact, that's all you have here. Wands and Cups. Wands and Cups. So just those signs I named. Queen of Cups. So for some of you, this person is going to come back and you're going to be like, no, you lost your opportunity. My cup is closed. Because you're looking at the Ace of Wands with someone else. You've already kindled a relationship, possibly with a Capricorn. Yeah, possibly a new Capricorn or someone new. It's like, sorry, I've graduated. That was the old me. That was the old cycle in my life. Like, I'm only accepting new offers. Again, though, this is exactly what I was saying. You get two offers at the same time. Cancer, I've been telling you this for what seems like a year and a half. Two offers, specifically Earth and Fire, and you were the Two of Swords, right? You are having to make the decision in between. These are the same damn messages. All right, Cancer. I'm sorry. There's that tower again. Tell me about the tower. Yeah, you had a tower with someone who was either unfaithful or who just, they split. They split. And again, you have a king and a knight, different signs, earth and water. Pentacles. Yeah, there was a lot of, for some of you, there was a lot of third-party stuff. It may have been with a Scorpio. It may have been with a king of earth, whatever. Anyway, Cancer. This video is way too long. Yeah, I really didn't do more messages for you. It was all kind of one giant message. Sorry, Cancer. I'll get you next time, boo. Thanks for joining me, guys. Please do like, share, subscribe. I'm selling tarot boxes. Help me out. Support small businesses. I have a small selection of them, but I'm going to show you the preview right after this. And yeah, help support my little channel, right? You get all these videos for free. Why not make a donation and get a tarot box in return? So anyway, thank you guys. Please like, share, subscribe, share with your friends, and I will see you soon for more tarot. Bye, Cancer.